All right, so I'm standing out here at 777 Black Ridge Road. That's located just outside the town of Floyd, probably, I don't know, 5 to 10 minute drive. If you continue up Black Ridge Road, that goes all the way up to the Parkway. And then you also have a lot of cool things around here. You have the zip line course that's right up near the Parkway. And then you also have the Chateau Morset. Howell Creek is right at the end of this road down here near Cannon Factory and stuff. So you do have a lot of stuff, a lot of farms around us, a lot of good views, farmland here in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. So I'm here with Doug Weddle. He's a realtor with our company, United Country Blue Ridge Land and Auction. And so this auction that we're going to have we're going to offer it in 3 tracts. So offering number 1 is the house in 2.84 acres. And then we got offering number 2, which is 38.23 acres. Offering number 3 is 39.12 acres. There's not a house on offerings number 2 and number 3. You can get all the maps in the bidder pack. So we're going to kind of walk through and show you the property. Right now we're at offering number 1, which is the house in 2.84 acres. This auction is going to end on May 11th. That's May 11th. That's a Thursday at 3 p.m. You can get all the details at vaauctionpro.com. That's vaauctionpro.com. Call me. My name's Matt. I am the auctioneer. My number is 540-239-2585. Then you got Mr. Doug Weddle, realtor, and his number is
540-239-0757.
Yeah, and Doug's gonna do a preview on April 28th. That's a Friday at 4 p.m.
4, that's correct.
Yeah, and we'd like for everybody to come out to the preview, but if something happens and you can't make the preview, just give one of us a call and we'll set it up to where you can come out here and walk through the property. But that's actually what we're getting ready to do. We're going to walk you through the property right now. So we're going to talk a little bit about it. There's a lot of garden areas around here. There's a detached double garage. The house was built in 1940. We were just talking to one of the owners, and there's only been 2 owners. They bought it in 1961, and they've owned the house since 1961. So you can imagine the history and the memories that they have here. She's actually out working on, a lot of the garden areas, talking about how she wanted to come out here and work on it, the last few months that they own it, because they really do love the property. So we're going to point out a few other things for you. There is a solar panel. And we were just talking to her. It hasn't been hooked up for a while. We're going to leave some paperwork out on the counter that has the name and number of somebody that you could get in touch with in order to hook that up. We just ask people, just don't run off with it, because that's what we have. Jot the number down, and you're welcome to give anybody a call. So let's walk around the property a little more. Obviously, this is the front of the house. It does have a private well and a private septic. Has a shingle roof. You got a couple of little metal storage sheds. And if you come around here on the back, you see that you got a covered patio, and then that actually goes to the basement, but there's actually interior access to the basement as well. And you'll be able to see that there is a propane tank over there, and that's leased with Clark Gas and Oil. They come in and fill it up about every month. So that operates. They got a forced air gas furnace, so that's what heats the house. And so let's go on inside, check it out. So there's still a few things left in the house, not much. They had an estate sale this past weekend. They had a lot of people show up, actually, she said, and then they bought, a lot of the personal property here. So all we're doing is selling the real estate. You're going to have the range and refrigerator as appliances that are left in here. You'll notice that we got linoleum floors and some really nice hardwood floors. This is the living room. The upstairs of the house is 1,600 square feet. Got 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath. And then you've also got about 1,300 square feet in the basement. And then it's a really cool feature. Got the It's just kind of a sunroom here at the front of the house. It appears that this was probably added on at some point. Don't know when, but that's kind of what it looks like because it's got actually wood siding on the front.
Absolutely. Got the original brick.
Yeah, got the brick right here.
Beautiful floors, as Matt touched on earlier. Just spectacular hardwood floors that you certainly don't see anymore.
Yeah. And you know, those brick ranches that they built during that time period, you know, are really well built. So again, we're coming back through here. Another room here. You got panel walls in this section of the house. And then you've got another room back here. Oh, sorry. It's, you know, it looks like they got replacement windows in as well. I don't know what year they did that, but
Matt, one of the things I noticed immediately is the meticulous care that's been taken of this place.
yeah,
I mean, the walls are perfect, the floors are
Yeah.
perfect, the ceiling is perfect. You can tell that the owners really took a lot of pride in this place, and it's definitely been well maintained over
it
the
has.
years.
I mean, there is some sections back in that part that, you know, you'll see when you come out here that the paint's peeling some, but that, you know, that's a pretty easy fix. And yeah, so this is it, 1,600 square feet. Let's go down in the basement, Drew. Can you walk down steps and carry that camera at the same time? Good. You're pretty agile, so. Remember him from Chips?
Eric Ostrowski.
Yeah, you.
Dude, Chips is still on TV every day, man.
Yeah, it is. TV land.
Yeah.
So here's your basement. Got your hot water heater down here. It's an unfinished basement. Got a wood stove down here as well. And again, a lot of this stuff's going to be moved out. Got your outside exit that goes back up. And then, you know, I said that there's a half bathroom in here, like it's 1.5 baths, but I may be wrong. It might just be 1 bath, but we'll have it updated on the site to have that correct room count. Because I think I got those numbers off the tax card. They may have been counting. That's not a half bath, folks. We're not counting this as a half bath. But you do have a little shower section right here. That'd be a stretch, wouldn't it?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Good dog wash area.
Yeah, dog wash area. But let's just go upstairs and just we'll do a count. And then they'll also have we'll have a floor plan that's in the bidder pack that folks can look and see how everything's laid out. And then also we'll have that 3D tour. Hey folks, so you know we were correct when we said that there is a bath and a half, and then we couldn't find it, and we just said, well, maybe there's only one. But you know, that's why we come out and look at the properties so that we can get the information correct. But we took it for granted. This door right here looks like a closet. So voila, check it out. Got a half bath in the master bedroom. So we stand corrected. There is a half bath. There's 1.5 baths in this house. So got cool wallpaper too. Okay, got good water pressure. Thing about Floyd County, all the water originates in the county and then flows out and you know, flows into all the creeks and rivers. And Doug was telling me earlier about just
I've heard my dad say when I was a kid, I heard him say many times that there's a divide somewhere in this county, and I'm honestly not sure where it is, but half of the water in the county flows west towards the Mississippi. The other water in the county flows east into the Atlantic. So somewhere along Black Ridge or one of these ridges is the divide that separates the water and sends half of it west, half of it east.
Pretty neat fact. So we don't have any water that flows into the county. Got a garden shed here. And this line kind of runs, you know, with your fence line there. And again, we're on the house in 2.84 acres, which is going to be offering number 1. There's your well right there. Got another outdoor spigot over here. And then you got a detached double garage. And I think something that's really important, we need to walk up here and talk about this right away. So the county requires, you know, for a property that doesn't have state road frontage, which is going to be these 2 40-acre tracts in the back, offering number 2 and number 3, that they have a 50-foot right-of-way. So whoever buys these in the back is going to have to use this as an access up through here. Now, when you're looking at the property, you can come through the driveway and go up there to look at the 2 tracts. I think one of them's offering number 2 is 38.23 acres. Offering number 3 is 39.12. So when you're looking at the property before you're bidding on it, you can use the driveway and just drive up through there. But once these properties are sold, whoever has those back tracts, they're going to have to put a road coming right up through here.
Unless you're the lucky man that wins all 3 of them.
Yeah. And you were talking to me about that earlier.
Absolutely.
How does somebody buy all 3? So what they do, they got to be the highest bidder on all 3 tracts. And during the online auction process, every one of those are linked together, so they're timed out to where they end at the same time. So during the last few minutes of the auction, if somebody bids on offering number 1, then all 3 offerings get extended for 2.5 minutes. All right, even whether or not anybody's bidding on offering number 2 or 3. And the reason it's set up like that is so that folks can sit there and bid on one, and they can monitor the rest of them and then make sure that they're in winning position, you know, when the auction ends. So yeah, that's how you go and win all 3 of them. So we're kind of driving up through the back of the yard of the house, and then we're coming on to offering number 2. That fence line over there on my left is the property line, pretty close to it. Of course, folks, you can download the maps on our website, vaauctionpro.com. Now we're coming onto the property now, onto the on offering number 2, which that offering is 38.23 acres. And you know, another thing that's pretty cool, we've got a interactive map. You can call me up, say, hey Matt, email me that interactive map. I'm gonna go look at the property, go look at the land. And when I send it to you, you can download it in the MapRight app. I can talk you through it. And when you come out here, it'll actually show you the property boundaries, and it'll show you, put a blue dot where you're located at on the property. So pretty neat. Over there at that wood line is about where offering number 3 starts. So these are kind of long rectangular lots. And then you can see, and that's where you actually that's where the right of way would be to access both these properties. We're just kind of taking a shortcut. Which anybody that looks at these properties, they can take the same shortcut. Just whenever you own it, if you don't own the house too, you'll have to come in off that right of way. Which is common for this area. A lot of properties, a lot of beautiful properties are accessed by a private right of way. And then you got a machine shed. Now we're getting into the wooded section of the property. We're probably a little over halfway into the property. So folks, this property is a really super recreational property. Got a little stream down there in the bottom.
Multi-purpose, offers the ability to either have cattle on it, horses on it, or use it as a hunting property.
Yeah, just have fun with it. Here's your old home place down here, Drew. Doug. This is a couple nice little open fields. You can tell that's where that little spring is down there in the bottom. But I always think it's really neat coming out to some of these properties that I see, and I see a lot of them, and just, you know, see the older buildings and how people used to have their houses set up. Pretty. And we picked an awesome day to come up here and do this too.
So is that an old road bed there, Matt?
Yeah.
See the two fence lines, the road in the middle?
Yep. Yeah, old road.
So I imagine that went to their house 75 years ago.
Yeah, that was probably, that was their driveway, I bet.
Yep.
Then check out those views going that way, Drew. Look at those. I guess that's probably Wills Ridge, because Black Ridge would be more up this way. So we're looking over there towards Wills Ridge. Yeah, because you can see the cell tower up there. I used to ride my four-wheeler up there when I was growing up. You know, I haven't even put this in four-wheel drive. You know, this is all two-wheel drive the whole time. Yeah. So it's pretty easy to get around on. And then we just crossed, so we just crossed over into offering number 3. So that was offering number 2. This is offering number 3. And then offering number 3 has 39.12 acres. So I wanted to kind of come up here to the top. And then that line just kind of runs down where we were talking about the old home place. Down through there. Down along that where Doug was talking about the old driveway. So it kind of runs real close to that. And then folks are going to be able to see it when they're up here looking around, especially if they're using that app. If they get me to send them that app, then they'll be able to really know where they're at on the property and know, you know, kind of how it sets. And we're right on Black Ridge Road, so we're on Black Ridge. Some of the best views in the county are from up here. And I think we'll be able to see it better, you know, when we come off the mountain. Yeah, we still got a good ways to go. So there's some more field that's past this. This is just an old barn or wood shed out here. Quiet up here. Here comes a jet. Hear it?
How far does the boundary extend that down below us, Matt? Do you know?
I think it goes, yeah, it goes, you see where that wood line is and you see the field where they, just on the other side of those trees.
So it goes all the way to the bottom of the hill, basically.
Uh-huh. Cool trees back here. Drew, would you like to have a place back here?
You bet. Hard to be a place like this, honestly.
Yeah.
When I came out the other day, I was daydreaming about building on something.
You've seen a lot of cool stuff with me over the years, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah. Auction on Black Ridge Road ends on May 11th, 2023. Get all the information at vaauctionpro.com. Check out these views, folks. This could be yours. You just got to bid enough. Bid early, bid often. This is an awesome place up on Black Ridge Road. Check it out, vaauctionpro.com. Call Matt Gallimore to see it, or you can call Doug Weddle. Doug Weddle's phone number is 540-239-0757. My number is 540-239-2585. Don't miss out on this one, folks. It's great. vaauctionpro.com.